And it's something I really enjoy talking about because I think there's been a multitude of instances in the past where I have shared the story and people have come to me and it's inspired them. So I love to share this. I can tell you one of the most major pivotal moments, to use your word, was when I was offered an investment. To kind of take you back without going into thorough detail because we would be here for a week. Had a drug problem off the back of had a football scholarship, got an injury, lost the scholarship, got depressed, got the surgery to try to remedy the problem. Surgery went bad, got depressed again. They coated the pain with painkillers. I found out there was addiction in my blood and the heredity and the genetics of my family. So I went down a very dark road for about 10 years, just always being in sales, always making money and being a productive member of society, but gradually escalating into a worse addict as the years went on. So at this point, he says, okay, well, so tell me what's going on. I said, I miss being my own boss. I miss the used car business. I can't believe I ever would say this again, but I miss being a used car guy. So he engaged me in conversation. And what he would tell you today, if you asked him, say, Rich, why did you make that decision? He would say, because I saw a light in Luke and a spark and a flare and an appreciation and passion for something that I'd only seen several times in my life. And the other time I saw it was with my former business partner that he made millions with. So he identified something in me that was an appreciation for a particular portion of the marketplace and a passion for it. And he knew based on his thought pattern, that means invest. So you're talking to a guy that fired a drug addict for poor behavior and theft of service, watched him go off to prison, rob a bank, fall flat on his face, and then offers him an investment opportunity. And the long and the short of it is, he wrote down on a piece of paper an offer, which was very generous. It was over 50% in my favor. It was $150,000 in working capital, which is not a lot in the used car business, but it's certainly more than a smidgen for a felon, and basically said, I'll give you cheap rent on one of my properties. Go start your car dealership. If you do good, after 4 years, you can buy me out for this predetermined figure, which was more than reasonable, and pay back the $150 over the course of 4 years. That way you own the cars. And I went home and I spoke to the woman who is now my wife and was my girlfriend at the time. And I said, this seems too good to be true. She said, then do it. So I went back the next day and I said, you know what? I don't know why this is happening. I'm not going to question it. And I put my hand out and he shook it. And that was the beginning, the inception of CNY Drives that we've scaled to 3 dealerships and a $12 million company and, so on and so forth. So round robin here now to really drive the point home. The most pivotal moment for me was when I was somebody who was downtrodden, who society had seemed to throw away, who did not feel like he had any credibility or any force in society. For somebody of his level of wealth and business acumen to then say, yeah, here's a checkbook with 150 large in it, go run a business. It was probably the biggest confidence boost one can receive coming from that type of end. So that was, pivotal moment number one. Second most pivotal moment was when I sold the first used car out of my new car dealership. And then the third most pivotal moment was when I opened the second store and was able to install management that was profitable and scaled to a successful dealership.